Hello. I've had several questions in the past few days about trying to find solutions for student computer use, and we have a tool that is available to us that I'm not sure we may not all be aware of it, and I want to make sure I want to talk about it a little bit because it's a tool that solves a lot of these problems. One of the things I want to do here first is go through and show you where all of these extensions are. I'm in a Google browser here, and in a Google browser, if you look up at the upper right hand corner, and I see that I am logged into the browser, and if I click my little login icon right there, it says that the sync is on. If you click up here and either you're not logged in at all, or if it says the sync is paused, you want to make sure and turn that sync on, because that will mean you get all of these nifty little tools pushed out to your browser. And that's what all these little icons here. You may not see all these little icons if you have a smaller screen and limited real estate. If you don't see them, but you see this little puzzle piece right here, if you click on this little puzzle piece, that will show you all the icons in the list right here. So that shows you all of the little add-ons or extensions that we've pushed out to your browser. And the one I want to talk about is this one right here, this little purple puzzle piece. This is such a great app, and we have it purchased for our district, and it really will help your students. I think it's a great app for everyone. It's called Read Write for Google. And to show you what I want to do first here, I'm going to go to this is a Google Doc that I've opened. It's just a Google Doc, and that I've shoved some just default text in here. And if I want to go up here and click on this little purple puzzle piece right here, if I click on that, what that's going to do, it's going to bring up this toolbar. And this toolbar has just a ton of really cool tools on it that will help our students. I want to run through them real quick, and you can adjust these. There's all kinds of unique customizations that you can have your students do for this. But right here, the first thing that I've got listed is a check it. This is a spell checker. So if you turn that on, it spell checks what you've got listed. And this next one is a predictive type tool. So if I go here and I'm going to type something new, and I'm going to say one day, and as I type, you'll notice it gives me some predictions or what it thinks I'm going to type next. And all I need to do is I can just click here and it'll insert those words. It'll also read the words to me as I type them. Also, if I'm misspelling something, let's say if I want to let's say I'm gonna do some try a difficult word here. So I was studying physics. So if I'm going to put PHYSIC, physics. Now you notice it sees that I'm spelling a word phonetically, and it gives me the opportunity to see those words in the way that they're supposed to be spelled. I was studying physics. Boom, right physics. There. See? So the predictive text is a great tool to use if students are doing some writing. This next one is a dictionary. So if I highlight a word, let's say I'm highlight the word studying, and I can double click the word to highlight it, and I click on the dictionary, right up here it pops up and gives me the definition of the word. Pretty cool, huh? Now let's say I use the next button. I've got studying highlighted, and this button right here is a picture dictionary. So if I click the picture dictionary, it'll give me a picture definition of the word. So between the picture dictionary, the regular dictionary, and the predictive text, I think there's some great writing tools there for students. Now, student can also, if I highlight a paragraph here and I click the play button, it's going to read the text to me.
Video provides a powerful way to help you prove your point. When you click Online Video, you can paste in the embed code for the video you want to add.
Now, I got to tell you, I like Irish accents, so I have set mine to an Irish accent. If you go to these to the three little dots on the toolbar right up here, it gives you some options. If I go to options and I go to speech, I've got an Irish person talking here. I can change this to just a regular English speaker, or if you've got somebody reading in another language, you can change it to a person who speaks that language, and it'll give you the correct pronunciation for that language. So let's change it to Allison here, and I'm going to go ahead and click and highlight, and we'll notice now if I click,
video provides a powerful way to help you prove your point.
So that changed it from the Irish to the American accent. So here's now using the play, pause, stop buttons right here, I can get it to read this text to me. This next button here, sometimes you don't have, sometimes you're on a web page and it's not text. Sometimes it's a picture of text. If you were to take a picture of a page in a book, it's not really text, it's just a picture of text. You can use this screenshot reader then to highlight that part of a picture, and it will transfer that picture of text into, it'll recognize it as text and read it to you. So it's pretty stellar. Audio Maker, if you want to make some audio recordings. The Screen Mask is an excellent tool. If you have students who have difficulty concentrating on reading, if you click on Screen Mask, you know what happens. It blocks out everything else, so I can kind of go through here. And if you notice, if we go to the settings here, I can also set my screen masking. I can change the opacity of the background to real dark. I can change the where's the reading light color. I can change it to put different colors on it to make it a little more able for me to read. But it's just it's a great little tool if you want to concentrate. The next one over is Talk and Type. It's just like the Talk and Type in Google Docs. If I click here and I begin talking, you'll notice that it's going to begin typing the words on the Google document as I say them. Pretty slick. So if you've got some students who are having difficulty with keyboarding, they can talk their papers. Now, Translator's pretty cool too. So if I highlight Document and I click Translator, it's going to give me
Documento.
Not only does it give me the translation, but it does the pronunciation.
Documentar.
Right? Now I've got it set to Spanish over here in the settings, like we talked about before, in the options. I've choose language here, so pretty slick little trick. And if students are studying, here's a great one too. It's got these highlighters, and if I highlight a sentence and then click a highlighter, we notice it changes the highlighter color, and it gives me a couple of different colors to choose from. So let's do some samples here. Now what's really cool is I've made highlights in these 4 colors, and by using this button here, it'll actually export those highlights to a new document. So that if I'm reading through a web page, or if I'm reading through some PDFs, I can make highlights of important passages, and it will transfer those notes over to another document. Pretty stellar, right? It also will create a vocabulary list for me automatically. I can make voice notes, and I can practice reading aloud through the app. So there's some great things to use here. Also, you'll notice if I go over here to, this is one of my favorite things, I've now opened Google Read Write on a regular web page. This is just a web page and has a story listed here. But there's all kinds of stuff going on in the background that may be very distracting to a student. You'll see the link here, this little button here that has opened up for me called Simplify. If I click on Simplify the page, it runs through, it pulls the text, and it gets rid of all that complicated stuff in the background, makes it a little easier to read. And if I combine this with the my focus reader right there, really makes it easier for me as a person who's easily distracted to read something and go through and have a better opportunity to focus on it. So it's a great tool. It's available to everybody in the district. I highly encourage you to try it out, give it a shot, see if it will help some of those students who perhaps are struggling on reading. Good luck. Have a great week, and please let me know if you have any questions.